Hey everybody, welcome to another status report where we review the past and look to the future. We'll be looking towards February, aka FNAFruary, more on that in a bit. But let's do what we do, how we do, and look back at what January brought us. And what it brought us was a lot of videos on this channel. I got hit with like not creativity, but like just got on a roll consistently. I'm actually recording this January 20th when it's supposed to go up January 31st because it's the only thing I have to record right now. I have so many videos stockpiled because I just got on such a kick. I just started recording and getting things done, and now I'm looking at a page of like, oh, there's an entire week's worth of videos still to be uploaded. I'm just sitting waiting for Dead Space Remaster to drop in a week. That's what I've got right now. I'm actually working on February videos in mid-January. It's crazy how much productivity we got out of this month. But what we did get done in this month is hunting and achievements. Hunting achievements in. I don't know why I flubbed that. That's weird. We hunted achievements in the Callisto Protocol. The protocol is life. That is completing the game on its hardest difficulty. Asterisks as of right now. They're going to be releasing hardcore mode, which I'm assuming it's going to work like every hardcore mode, and that is you die once, oops, no saves. You go back to the main menu, which, woo, Glenn, I beat your game on its hardest difficulty. Spoilers, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was. I'm not doing your hardcore stuff. We did that, and we also did Resident Evil Village, Universe's Best Dad. That is beating the game on its hardest difficulty. Same thing with Callisto. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. That's probably why I was able to get on such a roll of recording things, backlogging stuff, because I was able to just like bang out videos for those achievement videos and just like, oh, well, all right, I've stockpiled. That's cool. But we did those 2 AAA titles, but we also did indie games as well. We got Perception done, 3 episodes, short little indie game about you're a blind girl and you have echolocation, and that's really all you need to know about that game. It plays a lot with that whole horror trope of it shows you a dark corridor with no light. You go, I don't want to do that. That's dark, it's scary. And the game goes, no, you have to do it though. Now go. It plays a lot with that whole thing because you're in darkness constantly, and the only way you see is flap your cane on the ground and you see what's around you, and it plays well with that because sometimes there's a demon in front of you. It's like, oh god, what? Why? It's really good. Go check out that Let's Play. Again, it's only 3 episodes, less than 2 hours. Good stuff. We also got through Stories Untold, which is published by this channel's favorite publisher, Devolver Digital. They have yet to make a game that I am just not fun with, right? Where I'm just like, man, that's a meh game. I'm actually re-going through and playing Enter the Gungeon, which is what you're probably watching on the screen currently. Banger. Cult of the Lamb, my game of the year for 2022. Banger. We're going to be doing Inscription on this channel eventually because it's now on a console that I can actually play. It's on the Switch. Hopefully it's a good port. That game, probably banger. Stories Untold, banger. It's good. Text adventure horror. I didn't know it could exist, and now I want more of it. It's good. Go check it out. It's only 2 videos. And lastly, we got through Home Sweet Home, a horror game that is based on and inspired by Thai beliefs and mythologies. I went into that game knowing the premise, not knowing anything, and I came out not knowing anything, but I shitted my pants a lot because it had a lot of genuinely good scares. It gets bogged down in the middle with hide and seek with the ghost girl, but for the most part, it's a good story. It's well paced for the first 2 areas, then it's hide and seek with ghost girl for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and then you get to the end of the game and you're like, where's the sequel? Don't know. 2019, they were apparently working on it. And then last year, 2 years ago, they released Home Sweet Home Survive, their supposed answer to Behavior's Dead by Daylight. And that was very popular for a week. And then it just kind of died. So I don't know. I want Home Sweet Home Episode 2. That would be neat. I would like that, because I enjoyed the story and I enjoyed what I played of it. Good scares all around. And like I said, I'm just currently sitting waiting on Dead Space. That may or may not be going on past January. I don't know. I'm kind of anticipating being a 6-episode, 6-hour thing like the original Dead Space was, but I don't know. We'll friggin' see, I guess. Again, I'm out in a week. I have too much time on my hands in terms of videos, so I'm recording this. But now let's look at February, aka FNAFuary. It's been 7 years since I first played Five Nights at Freddy's. That's crazy. It's been 7 years. 2016, February 1st, 2016. That predates every other gimmick series on this channel. It predates the longest running one, which I thought was the longest running one, which was the Spooktacular, I believe. I believe 2016 Spooktacular actually debuted as well. Might have been earlier than that, but 7 years is still a long time. So in honor of that anniversary, we're going to be replaying all of the FNAFs. I plan on doing something similar to what Markiplier did, where he like played one game and did one video on that game. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing. I already recorded FNAF 1, and that's going to be one episode. FNAF 2 is going to be its own episode. 3, so on, so on, so on. We're going to be replaying all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, Pizza Sim, Help Wanted, all leading up to Security Breach. Finally, playing and finishing Security Breach, I should say. It's now on the Xbox Series S. It had a bunch of updates to improve its quality. It runs great. Hopefully, it can do that for the entire game. That'd be cool. But that is only a small chunk of what I want to get through for February. The next big game we're gonna actually be doing, guaranteed in the month, is Jedi Fallen Order. That sequel is out March. Jedi Survive? Jedi. Nope, come on, you can spell me. Jedi. Holy shit, J-E-D-I. Thank you. Survivor. Jedi Survivor. That's out March 17th, next month. And because that looks so good, and I love the first one, haven't played it in 4 years. It came out in 2019, and I had to speedrun it for end of the year videos. I want to replay it, actually take my time with it, get back into that story, relearn it, so we can actually jump into Jedi Survivor when it comes out, because definitely going to be doing that. So, excited for that. Next, I want to get to 2 extremely popular indie games that I've been meaning to play for a long while. And now that they're getting sequels soon-ish, I feel like it's a good time. One being Hollow Knight. That DLC, it was DLC, but they made too much, so they decided to turn Silksong into its own game. That's coming out sometime this year, maybe. So we're gonna be playing Hollow Knight, and the second game is Hades. That sequel just got announced, so it's probably not out until next year, and it's apparently a very long game. It's gonna be an entire series. Don't worry, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play the fart out of it. It's gonna be good. I played a bit of both when they first came out, and I liked it, so I don't see why the story should be different. Also, what I want to get to is an extremely popular Xbox exclusive that I've been meaning to play for a while, and that is getting a sequel soon. Ish? Eventually? That being Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Its sequel was announced 2 years ago at the 2021 Game Awards with a gameplay trailer, or gameplay reveal, I guess. Heard nothing since. It's made by Ninja Theory, who made DMC Devil May Cry, which that's a great sign. I liked the combat of that game. The story sucked, but the combat was good. So if Senua's Sacrifice has a good story and better combat, it should be a banger. Apparently it got good scores, so I'm excited for it. Something else I'm excited for is a game I want to get to for a while. Take a shot every time I say it. But one I've actually played before. It's not going to be a blind Let's Play. I want to play my favorite Rockstar game of all time. And no, I will not elaborate on that. You'll just have to wait until that actually happens. Yeah, Rockstar Games has made a bunch of games, and some of them are bangers. Not every publisher and developer can be like Devolver. Listen, especially Rockstar Games with their online and everything now. Why? It's stupid. Why? You make good single-player games. Stop doing online. Although I guess it makes you $1 billion every 6 months, sure. But we'll be playing my favorite Rockstar game of all time. When it happens, you'll be like, oh, that's what oh, cool. Hopefully you're like, oh, cool, he's playing that. Hopefully. Other stuff, Subnautica actually happening. I got through so much in January, I decided to just put Subnautica in the backseat for a little bit. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen eventually. So, yeah, there's that. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The game that's coming out this month that I'm kind of excited for, and now I'm like, oh, am I gonna have to explain my actions? Atomic Heart. Yeah, Atomic Heart comes out February 21st, I believe. But there's some controversy surrounding it. I'm not gonna get into it because it's a lot of, like, guessing about what's up. Basically, TLDR is Mundfish, the developer, may or may not be sponsored by a Russian oligarch. So people are like, you're sponsored by them, you're getting money from them, so you're buying your game will result into more bombs being dropped on Ukraine. That's not necessarily what may or may not be happening, because nobody really knows. Because Mundfish put out a tweet basically saying, we're just focused on making Atomic Heart successful as it can be, but we are pro-peace for all people. So they kind of tiptoed around the answer, and people are pissed about that. Those waters are murky as fuck. They are not as clear as the Hogwarts Legacy and J.K. Rowling being a huge transphobe and a shitty person. So I will just say this on the J.K. Rowling situation: trans rights are human rights, and trans lives matter. I'll put that forefront right now. I'll say that. And on the Russia-Ukraine thing, fuck Putin. Slava Ukraini. Glory to Ukraine. Fuck Putin. Fuck anybody who supports him. That is all I can say on YouTube without Susan dropping the ban hammer on me. So that is all I will say about my true feelings about Putin. Nobody's talking about Putin. I pulled out and there was a fart noise. That's all. That's my favorite South Park joke from last season. So I'm going to be playing Atomic Heart because I think it looks good and it looks fun. If you're worried, like, oh, I'm supporting Russia, it's on Game Pass. I have spent no money on it. I'm dropping no money. I'm going to get in, play a game I think I like. If it sucks, whatever. I'm not giving Mundfish a penny. You want to take your issues with that? Be my guest. Send that hatred towards Xbox and Microsoft. You know what? Send them hatred as well, because they just laid off 1,000 people while they're in the middle of possibly buying out Activision Blizzard. So fuck them as well. I'll say that. That's the plan, right? That's the plan. I have tried recording this video, spoilers, 4 different times, and every time I get to Atomic Heart, I'm like, I don't know how to dismount. I don't know how to get on this topic and off of it. So we will just end the video here. That's what February is going to bring. Hopefully, I'm going to do more horror games. I still have a list of things to get through. There's a lot, like, shorter ones, like Made of Sker. It's a 4.5 hour game. That's cool. There's a couple pixelated ones that are like 2.5, 3.5 hours. There's one that's less than an hour. But there's also ones like Signalis, which came out last year, and people are like, if you want a throwback survival horror game, play it. Game like Darkwood, which everybody that I respect is like, this is a great game, play it. That's 17.5 hours. So there's that. Also, I want to get to Amnesia eventually, because I have never played that. Like I said, Inscription. A bunch more going forward. Card subject to change, etc., etc. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, super kick that like button. If you're excited for what's to come, check out my channel for more videos I've done. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.